All right, what's up, peeps? Life with Brock here with a live figure review. Here I have Mr. Fantastic, the newest Marvel Legend from Walgreens. It's an exclusive, and everything's live here. And of course, my dogs just start barking when I get this going. So let's get this guy out of the package. Hopefully, I made this viewable to you guys. So my buddy got me this. He's actually had it for a couple weeks. Shout out to Eric Sarton. What is up? Let me go see what the heck is wrong with that dog. Where's that dog? All right. So I'm back. I went to go shut down that dog. What's up, peeps? All right, so I'm going to take a look at this Mr. Fantastic because, hey, all right, let me get these arms out. Now, I asked him to get this for me because I was thinking about doing a Plastic Man custom. Oi, 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 what's up, Nightwalker? Fig Life Miami. I wanted to go live about 30 minutes ago, but my phone was giving me some issues. So here's the figure. I have not been able to find this guy at my local Walgreens. I've been in there for about 5 different times. But as you can see, it's a nice figure. Everything's done fairly well. I think it kind of looks like the Spider-Man. He's thin like the Spider-Man body, which is pretty good. The paint is done well. The feet definitely look Spider-Man to me. Yeah, no spotlight this week. What's up, Cody? What's up, Eric? So I'm taking a look at this this figure. I actually had him get me 2 because what I'm thinking about doing, I thought about doing is I may use this part right here for the neck of Plastic Man, so we'll see. So most of you have gotten this figure already. I haven't. I think it's fine. I can't tell. Can you guys tell me if this is painted? Those of you that have it, it looks like just straight up plastic to me. It's just a blue plastic. Let me see. Can I scratch this off? I think that's just the plastic. For those of you that are fans of the Fantastic Four, I think this is going to be a good figure for you to pick up. I'm just at the point with Marvel Legends where I'm not satisfied with just how they come. I have to add some sort of paint, some sort of wash to make it look more like just a cheap plastic toy. Most of these are cheap plastic toys. What's up, Silver Wolf? So let me see. Let me check out these arms. And I know it's been already said, but let me see how. Holy smokes! Not really what I was wanting in these arms, because it would be good to just be able to twist it all the way around. So they definitely got some sort of bendy wire in there, but it's not going to be able to bend too much right here where his bicep would be. So it's just going to be maybe the forearm and out. Nightwalker said to put the Spider-Man head on it. Oh yeah, you mean the Bagman? I guess you would have to put a what do you call it? You'd have to get bare feet. That would probably be a super easy custom to do. That's not a bad idea. If that's what the paper sack head, like Cody's saying. So let me get these arms in here. So I'm thinking, yeah, this is just gonna pop out. That was pretty easy. So functionality-wise, I'm happy about how that came out pretty smoothly, especially if you're gonna be, interchanging parts like Eric does for his ACBA, and he's getting ready for photo combat. So this would probably be good, but let me see how can I get him into some cool poses here. He kind of I wish he would look up a little bit more because he is Plastic Man. Yeah, some of these guys, Sith, what's up? Corey Meyer, what's up? And yeah, some people will. I've seen they've gotten they've made a cast of the Johnny Storm head that came out, the other Walgreens exclusive. They've painted it up. I think I saw Craig Work do that. And it'll go on here, so you can do like a flamed down or powered down Johnny Storm. But so this guy's okay. To be honest, I'm not a big, huge fan of this character, Reed Richards, so I don't really care that much about him. But I wish he would have had the butterfly joints. They could have updated, and I'm not trying to trash them. It's a $20 figure, man. But they are starting to come down with those butterfly joints, and they should be making those pretty standard on these figures. So let me see, ankle rocker. So all the typical, the typical articulation point on this guy. I'm not that impressed with this figure. I don't know. What do you guys think? Let me see what you guys put on here. Yeah, I haven't seen them in my Walgreens either. I had a buddy pick it up. Yeah, and I'm going to do a Plastic Man custom out of this guy eventually. Let's see if the other arm comes out. Yeah, no problem with how that... So they have that down, but the problem is that these arms just are not bendy enough for this character. Now, maybe they're doing it this way because they don't want this over time to wear down. But, man, I want it. See, look at that. It just popped off. But that's all right. I'm going to try not to sound like a jerk here. But I'm kind of disappointed on these arms, to be honest. There's another one, and I can't remember if it was Toy Biz that did it, or it may have been like the early Marvel Legends from Hasbro, that where this guy's torso was extended. That's a kind of a cool looking figure. Gee, guys, I mean, that's cool. I can see some cool shots for guys like Eric that do the ACBA, and maybe even in some of our displays he'll look good, but not really impressed with this figure at all. For an exclusive, you would think it would just be a little bit better. And this is what I'm saying. I think, you know, I think with a little bit of paint, or maybe even a wash, I would want to paint it because I hate these numbers. What's up, the Thor 2941? I'm just going over this figure. I just got him out of the package. I mean, it's a good looking figure. Don't get me wrong. It looks good. It has potential for looking for, you know, being photogenic. I think he's going to be photogenic. What do you think, Eric? You think I'm right? If you're still up in here, or those of you that are doing ACBA, I think he's a photogenic figure. I think if I was going to be doing ACBA, I would definitely want to doctor him up. I'm not sure if that's allowed in ACBA. I would think so, but I don't know the rules as well as some of these guys do. So there he is. Let me see if I can... Somebody just said, let me get... So the Thor says he likes him. I didn't expect as much as you may have. That's true. And like I said, I've gotten to the point for me is that I look at these as like a blank canvas to add on to. So let's take a look at him with some other figures. Here he is with Ben Reilly, Scarlet Spidey. Here he is with UK Spidey. Let me bring this up a little bit. So he is photogenic. I'll give him that much. I'll give this figure that much credit. And let me just put him down. Yeah, Cody, if you want some ideas for ACBA, you should go check out, or maybe you have already, go to Open Box Shot on Open Box Mafia or Cindy Picks. That's the one that George runs out of the syndicate, and you'll start getting a lot of ideas for ACBA. Here he is with, I think that's Unworthy Thor. I got these in a trade with Brandon Warren. Trying to give you all the different like body sizes so you can have an idea of what you can put him with. And there he is with Vance Astra has trouble standing. Where else can I put it? Let's put him in with some of my more liked figure. Let me extend his arms up here. I'll put him in a vanilla pose, somewhat of a vanilla pose with his arms extended. Here he is with Shatter Star. I just did a little bit of a repaint of Shatter Star. I think I'm going to lighten these guys back up to make it look back to comet accurate. Here he is with one of the cables that I'm working on. Yeah, the Thor says, Mr. Fantastic has always been an acquired taste. You either like him a lot or you just tolerate him, if that makes any sense. And I do. I mean, I like the fact that the dude's a brainiac. But I think for my taste, Plastic Man and his character is way, way more fun than the Mr. Fantastic. But Marvel Legends is giving us the team, so, you know, I can't hate them that much. I think the figure could have been a little bit better. The arms, I wish they would have given us more paint. But again, the paint doesn't really bother me because I can add the paint. I think you guys can add the paint if you just watch some of my tutorials and you just learn how to layer. It'll make this figure look better. It'll stand out more. I mean, even the face. Let's take a look at the face. It's a nice head sculpt. But you see how the skin is just so flat? That makes it, to me, and the hair is so shiny like that, that makes it look cheap to me. Again, this is just a preference thing. But for me, this is not good enough for my collection. So if I were to keep him, what I would do, I would definitely do a repaint on him. I wouldn't mess around with the number too much because I think that looks fine. I think that looks good. But I would definitely add paint, wash, maybe do some highlights. As you can see, they did a nice job on the sculpt here. I'll say some nice things. I like the way that the folds of his clothes look. They probably should have done it on the legs as well. So they didn't do any of the sculpting there. They just left the muscles. It would have been nice to keep the theme. Let me see if you guys can see what I'm saying. You see how this looks like clothes? They did a really, really good job of sculpting. I mean, I'm not at the level of sculpting where I can make it look so smoothly. It would have been probably cool for them to do something. Oh, they kind of did. They did a little bit here, as best as I can tell. But they should have definitely done it. See, they did it on the crotch, and then that's where it stopped. There's the continuity of the figure fails. And I'm giving it a, you know, this is a pretty critical look. So that kind of breaks the way that the sculpt looks like for me and for my taste. Again, this is obviously, I'm the one that's reviewing it. It's for my taste. And for sure, he's not one of my favorite characters. Personally, I think he's kind of boring in the Marvel Universe, the way they've written him in the comics anyways. Even in the... They recently tried to bring him back in the infamous Iron Man, where Doctor Doom is Iron Man, and they did a bit where he actually comes back, but it's not really him. It's Mephisto. So Thanks, Thor. And I think you guys can do that too. I'm telling you guys, just a little bit of paint will change this. The face definitely needs to be repainted. If I had to do one thing, I would definitely start with the face and just adding a little bit of shades under the eyes. And I mean, you can even keep this as a base tone, but you see how shiny that face is? You see that? And now compare it to, he's kind of shiny here too. So, but I repainted this face, and if you, I'm trying to get it to focus here, and I'll show you with the cables too. So I repainted that Shatter Star. I'm not completely done. I gotta redo the paint, but you see how the skin, that's a little bit of a blim. I need to fix that. But the skin's not even, and if you look at your face, you'll notice that your skin isn't even either. Let me set that aside. Here's a better example. So I repainted this face, and there you can see him now up close. Let me see if I can get it to focus. Up close, you can see maybe some of the brush strokes. Actually, I did a pretty decent, from my ability level anyway, on this face. But that's where you see the difference, where you just get, see what I mean, guys? It's just plain. And Hasbro, I mean, obviously they're not intending to give us more than what they have, and they could. I mean, they could, but it's just that they're probably making some financial decisions there, and they're keeping to maximize their profit. They can't do more. But you see, I mean, you can do this, a little bit of repaint, and you can make this guy look a lot better than he did. There's a guy, a new guy to the Syndicate page that his name's Rob Castro. That guy is amazing on paints. And then you can see, like, he recently put out what was it that he put out the Deathlock, and he just did a repaint of that, and it made that figure, it made me want to get that figure for sure and repaint it. But you can do that. And here's another, let me do another comparison shot. Here's another one that I'm working on that I'm almost done with. I just have to put parts so you can get an idea of this guy's size. I don't know if the camera's focusing in like it should. Let me read through your comments real quick, see if you guys have any questions, and then I'll be ending this live review of that figure. Well, the Thor says, I hope Hasbro is watching your stream. I'd hire you. Well, I wouldn't hire me because I'm really not that artistic. I would hire some other guys that are really, really talented, that are really knowledgeable of all the characters. That's who I would want to hire. And I'll tell you what, Hasbro has those people. They do. They have talented, knowledgeable people, but I think that it's because of their price point. They're limited on their price point. And so again, I'll say I like the figure. It could have been better. It definitely does not wow me out of the package. Just some of the points that I'm sure other reviewers have pointed out. Let me just, I should have just pulled the arm out. This arm won't stay coiled. Like this is not a, what do you call it? A good enough coil in there, a wire, because it won't retain the shape. And as you can see, it's working itself out. Maybe if you did the whole hot water, cold water trick on this, maybe it could stay in a certain shape that you would want. But gosh, I wish it was just a little bit more posable. And that's just not the route that they want to take. And I'm sure they have their reasons. Yeah, they're mass producing it, correct. Thanks, man. You love the bearded cable. What's up, IE Hunter? Yeah, there you go. I mean, I agree with IE Hunter. He just said that they have very good sculpts, and they do. I really like that face sculpt. It looks like Reed Richards to me. The comic representations, I can't tell you which authors or whatever, but it just typically, this is a good Reed Richards figure, and this body can be used for a powered down Johnny Storm. I think he's, you know, the body type is good. But just realize what you're getting. It's an exclusive. I don't feel that exclusive. You know what I mean? It doesn't give me an exclusive feel. The Johnny Storm, I like that one. I know some people had issues with that one, but that has more of an exclusive feel. Maybe it's the flames. I don't know. It's cool that they included these arms. I would have loved to have seen like an extended torso or maybe legs, but maybe that's too much to ask for a $20 figure. Cody says, could you imagine if all Legends arms came off? And yeah, that's true. That would, for customizers, that would be really great, because actually, you know, the function of these arms. Okay, another positive things. So these do come off pretty easily, but the way that they've built the joint with this peg, you notice that they put those detents, I would call them, and they function extremely well. This is not going to get loose. It's really nice. It's got like a soft, almost like a soft ratchet feel. I like that. I mean, the posability is going to be, you know, pretty decent. And, you know, some of you guys that are expanding on your customs, I'll be doing a video how to add toe articulation. That's actually fairly easy to do. Maybe adding toe articulation to this guy. You know, it looks like a Spider-Man figure. You can also use it for that bag Spider-Man. You know, it works. It's not bad. All right, guys. What's up, Choncho? Thanks for joining up. IE Hunter says these Fantastic Four figures are okay, but none really pop. The only one that I really want is that Thing. Yeah, so I'm looking forward to that Thing. I have to see him in person, so I'll reserve my opinion until I see him on hand. But I don't really, the face sculpt I wasn't too happy about. But again, it could just be I'm being a sourpuss right now. What's up, Venom Fang? Let me see if I missed any questions that you guys have for me. If not, I'll just end this now, and I'll catch you guys on another one. Peg Warmer, LW Hunter, what's up? Yeah, he did. The cable, LW Hunter talks about Rob Castor, that he made an incredible cable repaint. Yeah, man. I was going to just have these two. And after seeing his repaint, I think I'm going to have a third cable for my collection, and I'll be doing a repaint as well. Motivated me to get that figure, because that figure is a nice looking figure. By the way, they went live today at Walmart. I was able to get myself the red Deadpool. I missed the cable, and I also missed Deathlock, and I think that's all I'm going to be getting from that wave. I wasn't going to get that red Deadpool, but the butterfly joints and the 90s style look definitely got me. Let me see. I think we got all the... I don't think you guys had questions you were just talking about. All right. I'm going to go to the end. Cable will be mass-produced in cases of 8? By Silver Golf. Hey, what's up, Brad? Brad says, will you make custom Johnny Storm using Reed? So I saw somebody, maybe. So I recently got some, the stuff is called Blue Stuff. I'll be doing a video, actually filmed it, but I had some issues transferring the video to my editing software. But I got some Blue Stuff that I'll be able to make head casts, not a problem. I made some weapons for these cables back here. And so I did see somebody, they casted that head and repainted it. So I may, but I'm not a huge fan of the Fantastic Four. I try to read them in the comics, in the recent comics, and nothing has really piqued my interest. You know what I mean? Let me see what you guys are saying here. Yeah, it would have been much better, Chancho, if you had these butterfly joints. Even with these arms, it would have been cooler. It would just giving them, a little bit better of a range. Even though this does go farther back, but the butterfly joint would have added to it, in my opinion. What's up, T-Man? IE Hunter doesn't think that they're going to mass produce that cable. Oh, he won one of these cable? I tell you, man, this is easy to do. This is easy to do. I'll put out a video. I know you guys. I don't take commissions. Very flattering when you guys ask me about that, but you guys can do this very easily. The only reason I made this one is because I had extra parts that I was never going to use again. So I go, let me just try to see what happens. And he's actually coming out pretty decent. He's actually coming out pretty decent. Not entirely done. I was gonna do a little bit different color of the hair there, and then weaponize the sucker. What's up, Toy Thief? LW is gonna go get his signed by Liefeld. That's pretty cool. What's up, Troy? Yeah, Brad, I agree. So Brad Campbell says, gotta read classic Fantastic Four, the most recent Fantastic Four. Oh, hold on a second. I lost what he said. The most recent Fantastic Four series by James Robinson was great. How long ago was that, Brad? I may have to get those on. I'm actually caught up with all my comic reading. I need to get some more comics to read. Liefeld's going to be at Frankenson's on May 19th. Oh, really? I wonder how much he's going to charge for his autographs. Yeah, maybe I could. Hey, let's do something. IE, let's set something up. I'm working a lot now since I'm back to work, so maybe we should go down there where Liefeld's at. Wouldn't mind taking that trip. $40 for an autograph? Well, guess what, players? That does not work into my Broconomics. So I'll be passing on that for sure. So, Brad, if you're still around, I'm curious how long ago, and can I get access to the digital files on those? A couple of years ago. Red and black costumes. Oh, yeah, I definitely missed that. I don't remember Fantastic Four ever having those costumes, so cool. X-Men Red, X-Men Gold, X-Men Blue. They make appearances in those, Cody? I tried to read the X-Men, the new series. I couldn't stomach the art. The art was not up to my sensibilities. I didn't care for it at all. DC-wise, I would tell you go Red Hood and the Outlaws, or the Batman titles. You can either read Batman, just the standard Batman, or you can go to Detective Comics Batman. That's I really enjoy those titles, but my favorite DC ones right now are Red Hood and the Outlaws. Dexter Soy is the main artist for that, and I just love his work. If you want to read a really good comic book, another DC comic book, it's older. It's called Kingdom Come. I just recently read it. What a great storyline. The art was phenomenal, was really good. As far as Marvel, I'm reading quite a bit. I'm enjoying the Old Man Logan series. It's not my favorite, but I am enjoying that. What else am I reading? What else am I reading in? I like the Daredevil right now in Marvel. There's a bunch of decent ones, but none of the X-Men. Ben Reilly, Scarlet Spider. I'm enjoying that series so far in Marvel. What's up, Hot Cheeto Fingers? Yeah, Doomsday Clock. That's actually DC's been killing it with the series. Doomsday Clock is pretty good. They recently did the Metals. Metals, I think it's ending. It's the final issue is about to be released or is already released. So I enjoy that. What other? Oh, I'm really enjoying the infamous Iron Man. Bendis, anything written by Bendis is I enjoy his writing a lot. I get a lot out of it. I get a lot of entertainment out of it. Chancho out wants to know what my latest Infinity War, what I thought about the latest Infinity War trailer. Man, I am looking forward to that movie. I think it's going to be one of the first ones that we actually go and see it on when it's released. You know, the weekend that's released. My family's super excited about that. LW says he read Kingdom Come recently. It's a long. It's like a graphic novel. It's pretty good. Not sure I didn't miss anything. So IE Hunter, I hope that helps you out. I would tell you get the digital versions. They're easier to come by and typically cheaper for me anyway. They were Comixology was having a sale. Yeah, Brad, Kingdom Come was awesome. Really good. All right, guys. Well, thanks for hanging out. The last I would say, I guess if you're a Fantastic Four fan, go ahead and get it. If you're going to be doing some customs, I see people doing definitely the Bagman custom. You would just have to change the feet. You need bare feet, which should not be very difficult to do. If anything, you can even just cut it off right here and glue it on and do a little bit of sculpting, and then you're good to go, because he could be a little bit shorter. See, Spider-Man's a little bit shorter, so if you lost some here, you'd be okay. If you want to get this figure too, just to add some more paint and make it look a little bit more premium, get rid of these numbers out in the back. I know there's a reason that they do it, but I don't want to see that in figures that I have displayed. And then what I'm thinking about doing is the Plastic Man custom, and then maybe elongating the neck, and maybe even using one of these arms to elongate the neck. I have to think through that project, but that's going to be way down the line because I got a bunch of customs planned. And guys, that is all for tonight. Thanks for hanging out. And I'll check you guys out around the webs and YouTube. Peace out. And having trouble ending. End.